But from here, I don't know why it won't let me. I already had one scheduled, but well, anyways. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, morning, people. No, top of the morning to you. Top. Today, we're gonna finish up the little review, the little movie review. I can't do the whole movie because, well, not really YouTube, but one of the movie people got upset with me because I put a movie up there. So I gotta respect that. You know what I mean? They didn't want that movie up there or whatever. Or maybe they didn't want that movie up there with what I was talking about. So I'm gonna just do a couple of scenes or whatever, just to give you a slight idea of my opinion of the movie and a couple of things that's going on, with the movie or in the movie. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so hold on 1 second. Let me set this up and try to get this going over here so y'all can see. This is, what the heck is going on right here? Alright, here we go. And does the series start until dawn? Until dawn. Let's see. Dang, I might have to do this from a different setting. Because I don't think y'all are gonna be able to see the movie and get me on the screen. But I mean, you'll be able to hear me, so I'll just show you the movie. I'll just put this movie on the screen and give y'all my review from there. But let me see. Hold on. Right here. Boom. Alright. Switch this camera around real quick. Push this around real quick. This right here. So y'all get a better view. Hopefully you can see the screen, see everything from there. That's it right there. That's it right there, people. Get your popcorn. You know what I'm saying? Get your popcorn. Caramel, extra salted, extra butter. However you do, you do. You know? Get your you do. You know, to get comfortable for your show. The kettle don't take that long. You know what I mean? Get comfy. That's it right here.
Dispatch is Adam David 5 requesting blunts and horns on a coral and white Ford Coupe. Florida license plate GSQ74K. Over.
Roger, Adam David 5, stand by.
I will be your hood movie attendant for the night. Don't worry about the projector, it works. There will be no interruptions besides me. And maybe some other people that you know, live here with the noise and all that.
Roger, dispatch.
Thank you, sir.
Good thing the plans when you did a couple days out of water table when they're really blowing them up.
I've got some here.
Christ, another one?
No, don't forget, you want to take that number.
You go back and get the rest, okay?
Yes, sir.
Get it out.
What the hell? What the hell is that? What is that? What the hell have we got here, huh?
Okay, Tommy on 3. 1, 2, 3. Local wood sculptor and convicted serial killer Vincent Gatto is in the news once more. With his new execution date less than a week away, his attorney has filed for a commuted sentence with the State Court of Appeals, and his future is being decided now in this very courthouse.
Your Honor, if Ms. Garrick has some new evidence she wishes to share with this court, the people will be more than happy to review it.
Do you have new evidence, counsel?
Well, not exactly, Your Honor. I'm afraid my client is notoriously uncooperative. But while reviewing the original investigator's notes, I discovered several discrepancies. I believe if given enough time, I can account for my client's whereabouts during at least 2 of the alleged homicides.
But your client was never convicted for either of these crimes, was he?
No, Your Honor, he wasn't. He wasn't even charged. He was charged and convicted of only one murder. The murder of his own son. Ms. Garrick has thrown up an elaborate smokescreen at the people's expense.
Your Honor, I object to Mr. Silverman's implication and attitude.
But his argument is not without merit. An alibi for a murder that your client was never charged with is not valid grounds for an appeal.
But Judge Olson referred to the other homicides during sentencing. So even though my client was never tried as a serial killer, he was convicted and sentenced as one. Zoe, what are you doing up?
You're dead.
All right, come on, young lady.
Coffee, yes. Chocolate, yep. Jamocha. Oh, yeah!
All right, you all settled in now? You don't have to go to the bathroom?
No.
You don't need a drink of water?
No.
Okay. Good night, sweetheart. Did you have another one of those bad dreams? About Daddy?
And his new girlfriend, they were both dead.
Sweetheart, Daddy's fine. Do you want to call him just to be sure? I bet he's still up. It's not that late in Los Angeles. Thanks. All right. Oh, maybe later. Hey, maybe we can invite him to your birthday party.
I think I want to go sleep now, okay?
with you?
Well, so you found your friend all right.
One of your jokes.
What are you talking about? You asked for this stuff.
What?
Prison impounds dropped it off. They had an evidence requisition request with your signature.
Oh, Christ. I completely forgot. I asked for this stuff 3 months ago. What am I up with the appeal?
Oh, well, better late than never. When's the decision?
Tomorrow. If the judge says no, I'm all set to ask the governor for a stay of execution.
Never happened. Not in an election year.
When she reached the edge of the cliff, Matilda looked down at the big green ocean. And then she pulled a hand mirror out of her backpack and stared into its shiny surface. Matilda's reflection was still beautiful, and the mirror's frame and handle were still made of gold, encrusted with jewels. But Matilda was no longer blinded by the beauty. She dropped the mirror into the ocean and ran home, happy. Happy to be just plain Matilda. So, who can tell me the moral? Beth?
Moral?
You were listening, weren't you?
Yeah, sort of.
That's what I thought. Zoe, would you care to give Beth a hand?
I think what I'm saying is that bad things don't always look bad. Sometimes they even look good.
So you think the mirror is a bad thing?
Wow, when Matilda finds it, she thinks it's gonna make her beautiful and popular. All it really does is make her step up and mean.
What do you think, Beth? Is Zoe right?
Yeah, I guess.
Well then, when the 2 best students in the class agree, then it must be right. Okay, next week we're going to start Dr. Doolittle.
Beth loves to do little.
Well, it's a long shot, but I filed an appeal to have your sentence commuted to life. The judge has taken a few days to think about it, which is possibly a good sign. At least she didn't deny it right away. I'm talking about saving your life. What do you mean, mine?
I killed my son. Even if I were free, my life would be meaningless. So tell me, why am I under extended here in this hellhole?
Hopefully y'all can hear it. The volume is good.
But I know you didn't commit those other murders. And that means the real killer is out there somewhere.
There's no one out there.
What?
The other children?
Then why have you kept silent all this time? Huh?
Off the glass, go!
That's very impressive, but I'm not convinced. Why did you bury him with a puppet?
Yeah. His favorite. Made it for my son.
Off the glass!
For his birthday.
It's not exactly the actions of a deranged murderer.
I want to know about the range of murder.
Who are you protecting?
That was me. Just let me die.
What you gonna do? Come on, man. You can do it. Get her up. Get her up. Get her up.
All right. Real quick. Pardon me, dang, I ain't mean to do all that. I didn't mean to do all that. Hold on. Just a quick recap for y'all. Now, first off, before anything, if you don't know the real story about Pinocchio, Pinocchio's supposed to be really a love and loyalty story, you know what I'm saying? The little blue fairy is supposed to be his friend, and the woodcutter or the puppet maker is supposed to be, you know, his best friend or father figure, and he, you know, he wants to become real because he wants to be able to enjoy life and you know, find love or find someone genuine and you know, all of that. So that's supposedly the purpose of the whole movie. But it drives him to a point of I guess craziness, I guess you could say, because in reality both of his friends is telling him that he can't be real. You're you know what I mean, you're made from wood, this, whatever. And he feels that they're like hating on him, like they're holding back. They don't want him to be, you know, real or be successful or find love or you know, whatever. So that's like testing the loyalty part, you know, for him. That's like testing the loyalty part. And the fairy basically is the one who introduces him to Jimmy Cricket, if I remember right. She introduces him to Jimmy Cricket, or she you know, puts Jimmy Cricket with him because she feels that he needs to learn control. And Jimmy the Cricket is supposed to be his discipline, or his teacher for discipline and self-control and so forth and so forth. I mean, and so this is the realistic version. You know, this movie right here is supposed to be the realistic version of that. All right. So now, this, let me get to the. So now here, in this, let me see, boom, alright. So right here, this is the point of the kids. The kids is supposed to be the same scenario as what I just explained. They're the friends. They're the ones who, you know, accept him. Because the adults don't get it. You know what I mean? They're almost like Peter Pan. You know what I mean? They don't get it. They're too caught up into, you know, their busy life, their daily life, responsibilities, struggles, and stuff like that. So they don't, you know how to grasp love or loyalty, which in reality, you know, that's why a lot of relationships have their arguments and stuff like that, because, you know, you're too busy to really make time for your significant other in order to keep that flame or excitement, the entertainment that got y'all together in the first place, that chemistry. You know what I'm saying? You get too caught up in your daily activities and stuff. And that's the point for this right here. That's the kids. I mean, they get it. They understand. And then you got, let me see this right here. Boom, boom, boom. But all right, yeah. So the loyalty part also comes from the kids and the adults. The adults in the movie basically, you know, as you're gonna see farther along, when Pinocchio likes you or he considers you a friend, he doesn't want nobody else interfering. He don't want nobody else getting too close to you. He don't want nobody, you know, trying to hurt you. He don't want nobody disrespecting you. And if you don't like the way that he's going about it, pardon the extra noise and stuff. If you don't like the way that he's going about it, then what happens is Pinocchio takes you out of there. You know what I'm saying? Because he feels like you're being loyal or whatever. Then he feels like you're siding against him. You know what I'm saying? So
Vincent Gatto is in the news once more. With his new execution date, his attorney has filed for a commuted sentence with the State Court of Appeals, and his future is being decided now.
Now you got this part right here where she's defending the guy who supposedly killed his own kid and tried to get rid of Pinocchio. Hold on.
While reviewing the original investigator's notes, I discovered several discrepancies. I believe that given enough time, I can account for my client's whereabouts during at least 2 of the alleged homicides.
But your client was never convicted for either of these crimes, was he?
No, Your Honor, he wasn't. He wasn't even charged. He was charged.
You see what I'm saying?
Only one murder.
You see what I'm saying? So it's not the fact that Pinocchio was already doing it, because you got, like I said, you got to remember the story. The maker feels that he's responsible for the things that's going on. And that's basically what this part is right here that you're seeing, or the reason for the court scene. It's in the cartoon, you couldn't put that there. You know what I mean? You couldn't show the reason for, you know, predated actions or something like that. So they involved the court scene to this part. It's just basically he's taking responsibility. That's why when you seen him in the you know in the jailhouse, that's why when you seen him in the jailhouse and he just kept saying, let him die, let him die. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to assume responsibility for Pinocchio without telling him that it's a doll, because you're not going to believe him. And then as you see, the doll is back. Like you're gonna end up taking the doll and just putting it somewhere where it could get, you know, handled again by someone else. So you're just passing around this responsibility or problem instead of handling the problem.
Murder of his own son. Ms. Garrick has thrown up an elaborate smokescreen at the people's expense.
Your Honor, I object to Mr. Silverman's implication and attitude.
But his argument is not without merit. An alibi for a murder that your client was never charged with is not valid grounds for an appeal.
But Judge Olson referred to the other homicides during sentencing. So even though my client was never tried as a serial killer, he was convicted and sentenced as one.
You know what I'm saying? All right, now another thing is, when I seen Pinocchio Revenge, the movie I seen is the pictures that she is looking at, which I'm about to bring you to that scene. Hold on. Right here.
Oh, I know. I need to go to the school again. Oops. Shit,
That's the movie I seen.
No, because I need to go get a tablet because my tablet is down now because I...
Right there. That's the movie I seen. because that lady right there, that's on that coffee table, is the one who figured out what was going on. And it was the same situation as what's going on with this lady who's a lawyer and her daughter. And she gave Pinocchio to her daughter because of a birthday present or something like that. But anyway, that's the movie I seen, or the scenes I seen. Now you got this right here. Somebody must, I don't know, maybe the producer edited it or whatever. But
Zoe, what are you doing up? Come on now, lay down.
you see what I'm saying? Kids is always being aware. Even when you think they ain't looking at something, they looking. If you think they ain't listening, they listening. You know what I mean? You tell them don't watch it, they're gonna find a way to watch it or go watch it or go get involved with it or something like that anyway. You know what I mean? Because you told them not to. So they get curious, they're wondering. And that's what they're showing right here. But Zoe, you got some kids that are a little ahead of themselves. That's why in the school scene, when they reading Matilda, that was the whole purpose of that. They're trying to show you the mindset of the kids that are grouped together. Some kids are famous, like the little girl. Hold on, let me get to the scene.
All right, you all settled in now? You don't have to go to the bathroom? You don't need a drink of water?
Once again, part of the interruption, part of the extra noise and all that.
Another one of those bad dreams. About Daddy?
Him and his new girlfriend, they were both dead.
Sweetheart. Daddy's fine. Do you want to call him just to be sure? Betty's still up. It's not that late in Los Angeles. Alright. We'll make it later. Hey, maybe we can invite him to your birthday party.
I'm gonna go sleep now, okay?
You feel me? You see what I'm saying? Like I said, people don't leave things alone. That's the whole purpose of the shovel. He buried it. He put it away. It's done. It's over. People don't leave things alone though. They tend to want to dig things up, want to bring things back up, want to get things reassessed, and they don't know what they're dealing with. That's the whole point of this scene right here. They don't know what they're dealing with, and if you tell them, or if you try to explain to them, depending on what you're explaining or depending on what you're telling them, everybody don't understand things the same way. So they might not get it. You know what I'm saying? So they're still going to go get involved with something or still going to go mess with something. Like, for instance, you tell somebody about something and then they hard-headed and they go off and then they come back and say, oh, yo, you know what? You was right. That's the whole purpose of this scene right here. That's what they're showing you. You was right. You know what I mean? He tried to explain, but people ain't want to listen because it sounds odd. It sounds crazy. It sounds unbelievable. You know what I mean? It's all about mindset, people's mindset. You don't have an open mind or strong enough mind or enough common sense to be able to put things together when people give it to you or give you the knowledge or the assessment of something and take it and research it and realize, okay, this could be, or this is, or that should be. You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole point of this scene.
jokes.
What are you talking?
Know what I mean? Alright, but let me get to the other scene with the hold on, with the kids. Here we go right here.
When she reached the edge of the cliff, Matilda looked down at the big green ocean. And then she pulled a hand mirror out of her backpack and stared into its shiny surface.
Now see, they're talking about a mirror. A mirror is an item that defined means reflection. When you talk about a mirror, the whole purpose of a mirror is reflection. So what are you reflecting? Matilda was reflecting herself. You know what I'm saying? So are you looking at yourself or your inner self? I mean, the type of character, the type of person you are. You know what I mean? So you see this, how the kids is grouped together. It's 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. They're trying to show partnership. They want you to work as a team. But at the same time, they're all girls. It's a class full of girls, full of women. So women and men think differently. The way they react to things is differently. Women, when it comes to beauty, you know what I'm saying? Men might not be too into beauty because you're a man, you're masculine. You know what I mean? But a woman is more into, how she looks or how she feels. All right, so now Matilda is, the story about Matilda is the mirror. Out of all the kids that's in there, everybody else is basically a follower. That's what they're showing you. The main girl, which I forgot her name, but I'm about to get to it right now. The main girl, she's like the class leader. You know what I'm saying? She's the famous one. She's the pretty one. She's supposedly the smart one. Hold on.
Matilda's reflection was still beautiful, and the mirror's frame and handle were still made of gold, encrusted with jewels.
You know what I mean? Expensive
But Matilda
mirror.
was no longer blinded by the beauty. She dropped the mirror into the ocean and ran home, happy.
She ain't care no more. She ain't care. She learned true value. She learned true value, so she got rid of the mirror. You know what I mean? It's material. Like how some people are into designer clothes, they're into jewelry, fancy cars. They want all the money in the world, all that. It's material. The little girl understood that and got rid of the mirror. You know what I mean? Now, all these little girls right here,
Happy to be just plain Matilda.
look what they're doing.
So, who can tell me the moral? Beth?
Look, the moral. Beth, that's her name, Beth. They're asking the moral. What is it? Look at the age of these kids. What do you know about morals? You know what I'm saying? Unless your family taught you morals. Unless your family explained to you morals. So if the people in your house ain't educating you on something worth educating or giving you value, then you're going to do just whatever anybody else is doing. You're going to be a follower. Or you're going to be the type of person your parents is. If your parents ain't about shit, you ain't going to be about shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they're showing you. You want to be the fame. You want to be the one. You know what I'm saying? You in class running shit and everybody's up on you. So that's what you want.
You were listening, weren't you?
Yeah, sort of.
That's what I thought. Zoe, would you care to give Beth a hand?
Now watch Zoe break it down.
I think we're the same. Is that bad things don't always look bad. Sometimes they even look good.
See, Zoe get it. Zoe's smart. Zoe on point. Zoe's telling you can't fool me. Basically, if you try to put something beautiful in front of me, and it might not be worth nothing. You know what I'm saying? It might not be worth nothing at all. So what is you doing? The true value. She wants to see the true value. Look at Zoe's definition of it. Once again, pardon the extra noise. I'm in somebody else's house, so I'm doing this where I can. You know what I'm saying? But here you go.
So you think the mirror is a bad thing?
Well, when Matilda plans it, she thinks it's going to make her beautiful and popular. All it really does is make her step out there mean.
You heard it? See what I'm saying?
What do you think, Beth? Is Zoe right?
Until she threw away the mirror.
Yeah, I guess.
She just agreeing with her.
Well then, when the two best students in the class agree, then it must be right. Okay, next week we're going to start Dr. Doolittle.
Because Beth don't like to do much. She know how to be funny too. She know how to grab attention too. I mean,
filed an appeal to have your sentence commuted to life. The judge has taken a few days to think about it.
Now that's the part. This the part I explained about him being in jail, and you know he basically just wants it to be left alone. Don't dig it up because you don't know what you're dealing with. You know what I mean, I gotta speed this up because y'all ain't really gonna hear me or you know be able to keep the attention that you need. So I gotta speed this up and I'll come back to it. I'll come back to it, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's the jail scene or whatever, boom. Now look. You don't get no invite. You don't she don't want the drama. She ain't want that. That's why you ain't get the invite. See, that's why she didn't get the invite. She didn't want the drama because she's nasty. She just like how she was saying about Matilda. She nasty. She don't want to be around her. You know what I mean? But the girl wanted to take the invite anyway because she feel like she popular. Like, I'm popular. How you going to not invite me? You know what I'm saying? Then she going to try to bully her. She going to try, well, hold on.
I'm not invited. What you going to do?
Look. Now, Zoe wasn't going to pop off on her. Zoe wasn't going to hit her. Zoe wasn't going to do nothing. But what upset her, if you look at the scene. Look at what she's looking at. She went through a lot to get those invites from her mom to invite her friends that she likes, that she has fun with. So like Pinocchio, she felt, you're interfering with my friends. You're interfering with me and my friends, the fun that we like to have, the life that we like to have. And for no reason, just because you ain't get invited. Look, they cheering Beth on. You know what I'm saying? Because Beth is the one. Beth is supposed to be the class, you know what I mean, the class leader or whatever. Get her off. Beth ain't that tough. As usual. Most of the people who run their mouth the most or try to act tough usually ain't really tough. They're not really about that life. You know what I'm saying? Get her off. They're the ones who you always want to pick on somebody. You always want to do this. You always want to do that. And Zoe's quiet. Zoe about her business. She mind her business. She do what she do. You know what I'm saying? And now look at what she's saying. Get her off. Look at her friends. But her friends are still going to follow her because they're scared. They don't know how to fight back. Yeah, but
from the job site to your home, reach speeds of 160.
But I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna come back, man. I mean, so that way y'all could get a little more focus on what's going on or what I'm telling y'all. But that's Pinocchio's revenge, man. That's Pinocchio's revenge right there. Like I said, get your popcorn, get your little sip on. You know what I mean? Whatever you do to get comfortable, enjoy your movie and your show. You know what I mean? That's my little review for right there. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to your boy. I got a couple more coming. We're gonna pick this back up in a minute or whatever. And you know what I mean? Tops and tops. Joy yours.